up, guys? Welcome to local band Smokeout. Any genre from anywhere in the entire world. I do reactions, reviews, and interviews with bands, and I want to hear your music.
We are, ladies and gentlemen, Albert!
Yeah, hell yeah!
Gloomclub! Scary kid, let's go! What's up, man? How is life? How have you been?
It's good. Just stoked on the release we just had on Friday. Getting ready to go out and write some stuff with Scary Kids, see what's going on with that. We're getting ready for the headline show in September here in Phoenix with the comeback of Greeley Estates, which is crazy.
Yeah, with Telly and everything, and the OG.
Telly, yes.
Yeah, it's so wild, dude. So you're super busy right now.
Yes, it's crazy. I love it, but also it's horrible. I'm just kidding.
All right. I think the last time we were hanging out was with Violent New Breed and Max.
Yeah.
Do you still talk to Max?
I don't really talk to Max that much anymore. I still talk to Garrett though every so often, which was the guitarist he looked like Inigo Montoya. So yeah, I talked to him. So not so much Max though.
For sure. How did the Scary Kids thing come from Violent ending?
It was like I think it was towards the very end of Violent New Breed. We went on the tour with Escape the Fate. Escape the Fate's manager manages Scary Kids, and I've known him for like a decade now. Like I've been in bands like he used to be a promoter here in Arizona. I used to like do the local band thing with him. So it's just I've known him for 10 years, and he hit me up because Scary Kids was like doing like the fill-in singer thing for all the shows they were doing, and he was like, hey man, like Scary Kids needs a singer for 2 shows, and I was like, well, can I cuss on here?
Sure. Fuck it.
Okay. I was like, well, fuck yeah. And then so I did those 2 shows, went home, and then I just messaged Chad, which is the guitarist, like the OG guitarist of Scary Kids, and I was like, hey man, like that was the most fun I've ever had playing shows. I'm down to do it whenever you guys want to do it again.
The most fun you've ever had playing shows.
Most fun I've ever had playing shows.
Okay, cool.
Yes. And I was just like, hey, if you ever need a singer like to do more shows, like hit me up. And he was like, 100% you're going to come out and play some more shows. And then eventually it just evolved into me like they just since I already knew all the songs, I was performing so well, they were like, just come play every show with us. And I was like, well, duh, yeah, I'm down.
And then how does Suspended in Air, first of all, is superb, by the way, but
thanks, man.
I want to talk about like how the writing of that comes about. Like do you write with the band? Do they give you a track and you're just like, okay, I know exactly what goes on top of this vocally? Like how did that track come to be built?
That one, it was like, I think it was after the 2nd show or the 3rd show, I don't remember, but he like was like, hey, like you're really good, do you write songs? And I was like, yeah, I've been in bands before. That was in Violent New Breed. And he was like, here, I have like 4 songs for you to choose from. And that was the one that I heard. I think I heard it like 3rd or 4th towards the end of the file he sent me. And I was just like, that one, I already have a melody in my head. I'm just going to write it. And then it was funny because I wrote it about, I don't know if you know what it's about, but I wrote it about jumping off a building and the freedom you feel as you're falling to the ground. And the ending of the chorus, I wrote, finally prepared to embrace the pavement. And when I said that in the studio with them, they both looked at me and were like, no, we're not putting that in the song. That's too dark.
Right.
And I was like, you okay.
You had to rearrange just a hair a little bit.
Yeah.
And then how does Gloomclub then evolve from there? And then we wind up here with Welcome to the Club, new single. And I want to talk a lot about Gloomclub, but how did you get there from all of the Scary Kids?
So when Violent New Breed ended, I was like in a very dark place because like that was like, it wasn't my band, like I didn't start it, but like I put so much effort into writing and like branding and just flying back and forth to Vegas because they were Vegas based and I was Arizona based. So I didn't know if I was just like done with music, like creatively or whatever. And then Scary Kids kept inviting me back. So I think that kept the torch lit for me. And then while I was doing the Scary Kids live stuff, I was really missing writing my own stuff and like having a brand and band that is my own. And I was watching Blade one day, and the beginning of the first Blade movie, they have that club scene with the blood.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I want that, but my band to be that. And so like I went on this like expedition almost to like make an action movie band, like Matrix themed, like Blade Runner, all that stuff. And I found, so the guy actually, the photo you'll have up, the guy in the chain and the mesh in the background without the glasses, he was in my very first band ever, and now he's back with me again for this one.
Okay. Nobody can
And
see
then-
what we're talking about in front of us.
Oh,
but
my bad.
but we can see it. But yeah,
Okay.
am I pointing to the right person?
Yes.
Okay.
His name's Jack, yeah. And then the other guy's actually, he is someone that I went to produce the first song. So when Welcome to the Club was first written and produced in the studio, he wasn't even in the band yet. He was just the producer that I was paying. And then I came in after like the next time after listening to it, and I was like, holy shit, this dude's so good. I was like, are you interested in being in a band? And he was like, 100%. So we're all fully mixed, mastered, produced just by him. So it's crazy.
That is wild. I noticed that
Yeah.
too, that you guys released the Initiation first, which is kind of like an intro song as the first single, which I felt like was very against the grain of what other bands do. Like, what was the thought process besides like just kind of putting out like you don't really get anything at all, but you get a little taste of, and that's the first taste being the Initiation.
So this is like a little insider information for anyone that's doing music. When you're setting up a new band or launching a new band, everything goes wrong on launch day unless you prepare beforehand. So what we did was we wrote, actually I didn't write it. Shay wrote the Initiation because it's all instrumental and that guy's crazy at writing. But he came up with this intro and we were like, let's add it to and release it to all of our channels and not tell anyone about it. Don't launch the band. That way we have access in the back end to go in and brand everything, get everything lined up. So when we do actually launch everything with Welcome to the Club, everything's already set to go. On launch day, we have nothing to worry about. So that was actually an idea that, because we launched through Oxide Records. I don't know if you know who that is. Andrew Wetzel.
I've heard of him.
Like
I've heard of him.
Attack.
Wetzel, yeah.
So yeah, that was actually his idea. And I was like, that is the most genius thing I've ever heard after 10 years of doing music. Because every day, launch day is the worst day.
I'd never heard that before. So it was like a tester to make sure everything's like posted up correctly all around where it's supposed to be, and then the real single comes afterwards. Now that it's like established, go follow us. Here comes the single.
And I wanted to use the Initiation as like I like the idea of having it be like that's the first song. Like if as we start teasing, that's the first thing you hear, and there's no singing, and then we bring out Welcome to the Club. And I just like, and then what we're aiming for is like that's like what you said is going to be an intro to hopefully an EP coming sometime end of this year, next year.
Dude, I noticed that you are 1,000% plant life all around your room behind you. You have plants everywhere. Can we talk about what you got going on and just name some of the plants, what they mean to you, etc.?
That's actually really hard because I'm not gonna lie, those aren't my plants. Those are my boyfriend's plants, but I know one of them is called a elephant ear, I think.
Okay, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I don't.
And there's a bunch. There's
me.
like a bunch of little mini ones to the right of you too, like
the Lego ones
next to the Mario Chomp Chomp.
These are more mine. These ones don't die. They don't take care of them. There's Legos, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I know you said we hope that the EP's coming. Can we expect maybe one more Gloom Club single before the end of the year, you think?
Yeah, so we're actually finishing up mixing and mastering one right now, and so I also did all like the artwork and stuff, so I actually just have to finish up doing the single artwork, and we're gonna submit it, and it should be coming, and it's actually a way heavier song too, which I'm stoked about.
Hell yeah. Did you prepare? I love heavier. Did you prepare for the trivia portion of the show? Did you bring any hot sauce or brewski?
I brought White Claw.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
All right. What movie or TV show do you think you know the most about of all time?
Movie or TV show that I know the most about? That's a hard.
Like you've seen this movie or TV show. To me, it's easier to pick a movie. A lot of
Yeah,
episodes in a TV show. But
that's true. I didn't
what
even
have
think
you
about that.
seen the most where I look up trivia on this? How could I stump you?
Let me think. Let me think. Let's go with Freddy vs. Jason. I've seen that movie like 25 times, probably. Yeah.
Wow. Do you think Kane Hodder should have been the guy?
I don't know, man. I don't know. What about you?
As far as being because he wasn't Jason, and then wasn't the OG Freddy actor not in that one also, or was that the last one that he was in, and then
The
Kane?
OG was in that one.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah, I just recently watched it too. So
the guy that plays Jason the most is named Kane Hodder, and he wasn't in that one for some reason.
interesting. See, I didn't know that. You just stumped me already. So
How do you warm up your vocals, like before show, after show? Like, do you have any
um,
interesting warm up techniques?
I there's some days like I'm not gonna lie, I hate warming up. It's just not fun to me. But what I try to do is I wake up like as early as possible and just talk with people throughout the day, just to warm it up that way. And then I'll do like a throat coat tea. And I always people make fun of me because I bring a singer spray everywhere I go, and like I'll just randomly spray it while we're talking. So like yeah, so I'll do that. And then if I'm really worried about it, like for like festivals and stuff, I do you know the Zen of Screaming, Melissa Cross or anything like
Absolutely,
that?
she's the
I
queen.
I have that downloaded to my phone the past 10 years. That's been my go-to warm-ups.
Perfect. It's
Yep.
probably the most popular warm up technique I would say that I've heard over the years for sure.
Yep. Hmm.
It is time to stump you, my friend. Here we go.
Yes.
Freddy versus Jason. What is the name of the drug given to all the children?
You already stumped me. I don't know.
I got you already.
Already I suck.
Hypnosil.
Hypnosis. See, I knew that.
Hypnosil. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'll think of another one. Or I'll look up another one.
Yes.
So you said that you had another big festival coming up with Scary. What are you allowed to tell us? What can you tease us as far as the rest of the year involving them? Can we expect another single, or just touring on the recent release, and then obviously frontman playing all the jams? And when you do that, I guess that you're doing the songs that Andy wrote, the songs that every other artist wrote. How is that work live? Like, is it complicated to practice all of that?
So coming up, we have the headline album release show at the Van Buren here in Phoenix, with Greeley Estates, Dead Rabbits, and Emo Night, and then we have, I think after that we do Aftershock in Sacramento. We're doing second main stage. We're opening for like Dayseeker and Bad Omens, and then
It's amazing.
after that we hit Australia, and I'm not 100% sure, but there might be like some South America maybe going on next year, stuff like that. So nothing's like 100% in stone. And then as far as like that singing all the songs written by the other singers, I just had to like learn to adapt the way I sing, because I sing in a very like particular way for myself.
Hmm.
And all these singers sing completely different than I do. So I've just had to we've had to like take a lot of special care in making it true to the song, but not sounding like I'm just trying to imitate these people. So I've spent hours and hours practicing these songs. So hopefully it sounds good to people.
I'm sure we'll all love it for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have any like absolute tour necessities, stuff that we wouldn't think of, like besides like dude wipes and plenty of underwear and socks, etc.? Is there any like odd things that you have to have on the road if it's like a 20-day run?
Trying to think of like weird stuff. Like my go-to is like snacks that you can like hide from everyone else in the band, because everyone, like, if you put anything in a common space, it's gone. Any or drinks, anything, just gone. So you have to like hoard stuff away in your little corner. I'm trying to think of like weird stuff. Oh, I get made fun of because I wear hats all the time. That's like my thing.
Mm,
Um,
me too.
Yeah, and I buy like expensive Von Dutch hats because I'm a freak, and that's like the only thing I spend money on. But there's hat cages. Have you ever seen hat cages before?
I think so. Yeah.
They like keep the farm and like you can wash hats in them. I bring
Yeah,
them
yeah.
to every tour ever. I bring them, and sometimes I'll like clip them onto my backpack, and I literally just get harassed by the band every time I have it. They're like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because it's not getting destroyed." And I've had this hat for like 3 years now, so suck my butt.
Exactly. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I got one more Freddy vs. Jason trivia question for you.
Cool. I'm gonna fail.
You got it. You got this one. This is an easier one. The entire film takes place in what town? Freddy vs. Jason takes place in what town?
It takes place in the town that Freddy's from, but I can't remember the name now.
This is correct.
This sucks.
You are close.
Why do I not remember the town name?
Starts with an S.
I can't remember.
It is Springwood.
Springwood. No, I suck.
Albert, this is a lot of fun. Let's
So
chug this
fun.
beer real quick, and then please plug, promote anything, social media networks, whatever you want everybody to know. I appreciate you doing this on short notice, bro.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah.
So everyone look forward to probably new Gloom Club next month sometime. I don't have an exact date, but it'll be a heavy song coming out. There we go. Yep. And then make sure to keep an eye out for Scary Kids touring through a town near you, because we're doing that tour thing. And just make sure to like follow me on social media, follow Gloom Club, follow Scary Kids, just to keep up with everything.
Are you about final question? Are you about features during downtime? Like if someone PayPal's X dollars, you like the track, are you about doing features and stuff?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, as long as I think the track is cool and I think the people are cool, of course. Yeah.
Just Instagram holler.
Yeah, Instagram. Anyway, any social media, I'll answer.
That's
I'm
easy.
on my phone too much, so yeah.
You make it easy. Ladies and gentlemen, Albert, give him some love.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Woo! Cheers, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Stay safe on the road.